A 9-year-old girl was waiting for her mother. In this house, only 2 members lived, mother and daughter. The daughter was about 9 years old, and the mother was around 33. The daughter went to school every day, and the mother went to her job. However, that night, the mother didn't return home from her duty, which made the girl anxious. As the night progressed, the girl's patience began to wear thin. Finally, as the clock struck 1 or 2 in the morning, the girl started crying loudly. Her cries reached the neighbor's house. When the neighbors asked why she was crying, she told them that her mother had not returned from work, and she didn't know what to do. That night, the girl neither ate nor slept properly. The neighbors tried to comfort her and attempted to find her mother, but they couldn't make contact. They decided to wait until morning to figure out what to do next. As the day broke, the girl's maternal family was contacted and efforts were made to find the mother. After several days, the mother was finally found, but in a condition no one had imagined. Her body had turned into a skeleton, and she was already dead. It was discovered that she had been raped and then murdered. This story reminded everyone of the tragic case of a trainee doctor in Kolkata, West Bengal, who was also raped and murdered. The entire country wanted to know what had happened to that trainee doctor, just as everyone now wanted to know what had happened to the 9-year-old girl's mother. Through this story, we try to understand what exactly happened to that girl's mother. Greetings. I am Mustafa Ali. Today I'm going to tell you a true incident from a district in the Indian state of Uttarakhand, Udham Singh Nagar. Udham Singh Nagar is a city in Rudrapur where a 33-year-old nurse lived. On the evening of July 30th, 2024, after finishing her duty, she went home. She worked at a hospital in Rudrapur, and her home was in a town called Bilaspur in the Rampur district of Uttar Pradesh. The distance between Rudrapur and Dibdaba, a locality in Bilaspur, was about 19 kilometers. The woman traveled this distance daily, going to work and returning home in the evening. On July 30th, 2024, the woman didn't return home, which made her daughter extremely worried. The daughter spent the night crying, waiting for her mother. When the neighbors were informed, they contacted the girl's maternal family, who then tried to search for the woman everywhere. The girl's aunt went straight to the nearest police station in Rudrapur, where she reported that her elder sister, who worked as a nurse in a private hospital, hadn't come home. She pleaded with the police to search for her sister, as her daughter was very distressed. However, the Rudrapur police didn't take the matter as seriously as they should have. They registered a missing person case and assured the family they would search for her, asking them not to worry. But the girl's aunt didn't rest. She and her family searched every place her sister might have gone, combing through every area in hopes of finding her. Days passed, and a week went by without any clue. Finally, on the evening of August 8, 2024, around 5 p.m., the police called the family and asked them to come to the station. They were informed that a body had been found, and it needed to be identified. The family rushed to the spot, a road called Vasundhara Road, where they saw a body lying in the bushes on the roadside. The body had completely turned into a skeleton. The family recognized the body by the clothes and personal items found with it. It was indeed their elder sister, the mother of the 9-year-old girl. The police claimed that the body had been decomposed using some chemicals. They questioned who could have committed this heinous act and what motive they had. The family, who had been frantically searching for their loved one for days, was devastated. They were also angry, feeling that the police had not taken the case seriously from the start. The family insisted that the investigation should be handed over to the CBI, as they believed there might be more to the story than what the police had uncovered. The investigation revealed that on the evening of July 30th, 2024, around 8 p.m., the nurse was seen on CCTV footage getting off an e-rickshaw and walking toward a deserted area called Vasundhara Road. An unknown man was seen following her. The man was identified as Dharmendra, a laborer working in a wheat factory in Jafarpur. Dharmendra had a previous criminal record and had been to jail for an arms-related case. According to Dharmendra's confession, he saw the nurse as an easy target for robbery. He followed her to the deserted area, assaulted her, and when she resisted, he brutally beat her until she was unconscious. Then, He raped her and strangled her to death with her own scarf to ensure she wouldn't be able to identify him later. After killing her, he took her mobile phone and other belongings and fled the scene. Dharmendra later gave the mobile phone to his wife, Khushbu, who used it without knowing its dark history. The police eventually tracked Dharmendra and Khushbu to Jodhpur, Rajasthan, where they were arrested and brought back to Dehradun. Upon questioning, Dharmendra confessed to the crime, but the family still had doubts about the investigation. They believed that the real story had not been fully uncovered, and they suspected that there might be more people involved, possibly from the hospital where the nurse worked. The family also questioned why the hospital showed no concern for the nurse's disappearance, even though she had worked there for 3 years. They felt that the hospital might be hiding something. The family demanded that the investigation be transferred to the CBI to uncover the complete truth. They also requested financial assistance from the government for the 9-year-old girl's upbringing, but neither the Uttarakhand nor the Uttar Pradesh government took any action. The family expressed their frustration, comparing the situation to the outcry over the rape and murder of a trainee doctor in Kolkata, asking why there was no similar outrage for this case. The family is asking all kinds of questions, but it seems that this news isn't important for the media, it isn't a significant issue for the opposition, and it appears that there is no potential vote bank to be gained from this case for the political parties. This might be why the incident hasn't gained the kind of attention it should have. The family members are just running from one place to another, and the daughter still doesn't know whether her mother is alive or dead. She doesn't know that her mother will never return. By the time she comes to understand, she might have grown up, and by the time she grows up, the way she was being raised might not be the same anymore. The future of that girl is indeed bleak. The family is continuously blaming the administration, the government, and the police, saying that their behavior towards them has not been good, and that is why the matter has been covered up, not being properly investigated. Through our video, we appeal for an honest and thorough investigation of this case, so that the family can be assured that the truth has been fully uncovered and that Dharmendra is indeed the real culprit. By speaking to the family, it might help them understand, but they still feel that something is wrong and the real story hasn't reached them. Friends, the purpose of sharing this entire incident is not to trouble anyone or hurt anyone's feelings, but to raise awareness and to alert you. As we conclude, please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.